guys, it's Sarah with Argus Ranch, and I am here today to teach you how to teach your dog what a release word is. So from our perspective, what a release word means is it means that the dog can stop doing a certain behavior, so they can stop staying or they can stop healing or something like that. Basically it ends a duration behavior, or it also means that they can get something that we have asked them to leave alone. So for example, if I drop something on the ground and my dogs know that they're not supposed to get it, but then I do want them to be able to get it, then I'll give them their release word, which tells them that they can go and eat it or take it or whatever it is. So my dog's release word is break. You can use anything you want. I also have used release before. I've used free. Okay is one where just make sure that you're keeping your context specific, because sometimes what might happen is you tell your dog to go to their mat and then open the front door and say, "Okay, friend, I'll see you later." You don't want your dog to run out the door if they hear that. So today we're going to show you how to start teaching what that release word means. So Arrow, I'm going to start by kind of getting her onto the mat. And I'm not asking her to go onto the mat. She does know how to do that, but I'm going to just do it by kind of luring her on there. Once she gets on there, I'm going to say her release word, which is break, and then toss a treat off. So she hears the word and then she sees the food go. We want to make sure that we're using the release word first and then tossing the reward, because we don't want our dogs to see the reward get tossed and then immediately hear the word in the beginning, because then they'll just get up when they see the food and not wait to hear that special word. So I'll get her on her mat again. Break, and then I toss the food. Break, and then I toss the food. Did you see that time how she started to stand up before I tossed the food? As soon as she heard the word break, she stood up, she watched me, she looked for where I was going to throw the food. If your dog is having a hard time finding the treats on the ground, you can use a little food bowl like this to toss the treats into. It kind of makes it a little easier for them to see. You can also use this to teach them to wait for their meals that are getting put down. So I'm going to put a couple treats in here, and then I'm going to put the food lower and lower. And if I see my puppy going for it too early, I just lift it back up. Break. Good. So I didn't get it all the way to the ground that time. Totally fine. It's progress. She's learning that if she holds herself back and she waits for it, then she's going to get that treat. We can do the same thing with toys. So I have a few different words for toys. The word that I use to tell my dogs to bite a toy is get it. So also kind of release word. She says, I'm supposed to get it now. All right. Sit. Go. So with the toy, I can kind of wave it around. She knows this game pretty well, so she's holding her ground really well. And then I can say, get it, and then wiggle it around a little. Again, in the beginning, we want to say our word and then make the reward exciting, rather than making the reward exciting and kind of waiting for our dogs to fail. Drop. Over here. Sit. Once your dog gets a little bit better about it, then you can start to wiggle it in front of them and see if you can get them to kind of go, oh, I want it so bad, but I'm not going to get it yet. Get it, get it, get it. Good girl. And make it a little bit kind of foggier, the distinction between our movement versus lack of movement, so that we make sure that they're using their listening skills to listen for the release word that we're using. So go ahead, practice that with your dogs at home. You can use food, you can use toys, you can use access to the outside world, all sorts of things. And let us know how you do. Thanks.